So, somebody forgot to take his meds. Donnie Diaper Filler posted this on Turd Social shortly after some Democratic members of Congress said that the military should disobey illegal orders. This is something that's a no-brainer, actually. Because not that they have to be reminded this, but the military took an oath to the Constitution, not to one man. Saying that the military should disobey illegal orders is pretty common knowledge, and it is in no way sedition or treason. Yet, of course, it hasn't been lost on any of us how fucking hilarious this is coming from Trump. The man who incited and fomented an insurrection against the Capitol in an attempt to kill other politicians and his vice president. A man who tried to overturn a free and fair election when he lost because he's a fucking crybaby. That is actually the definition of sedition. The definition of sedition is not saying, hey, don't do anything illegal. But Donald Trump can't go 3 hours without committing a crime. Even more hilarious is the fact that he posted this on Turd Social and it was reposted by people who said, hang 'em, George Washington would do it, while their profile picture is some kind of Christo-fascist Nazi thing. I'm sure most of us have become desensitized to how hilariously stupid it is that Trump calls everybody on the left violent while constantly calling for the death of his enemies. But while I very highly doubt it, there was another thing I thought of. We've known for a long time now that other people in his orbit actually have access to his Turd Social page. They have written several things before, and we can tell when it's not Trump, usually because it actually makes sense and it's coherent and it's not in all caps. But wouldn't it be funny if somebody else in his orbit actually posted this in order to add to the credibility that they needed to invoke the 25th Amendment? They have been steadily showing signs that they are ready to do that. I mean, it's probably not the case, but it would be funny. I'm sure most of us would probably prefer that, rather than think the president, who himself tried to commit a treasonous insurrection, is somehow accusing members of Congress of sedition for telling the military not to do anything illegal. Because the law means absolutely nothing to Donald Jackass Trump.